to lay around the house and daydream till the afternoon, thinking about the times that we had when this was all that we knew, when this song was still new, when this all was still new. We could play Blink, Blink 182, summertime nights that we had, staring at the moon, laughing at our own jokes, acting like they were new. We'd only watch cartoons, but love and life was our tune. That we can never go back to this. And as we grow, we'll look back and miss all it. 'Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find lives of our very own. But we can play Blank, Blank 182.
We could play Blink, Blink 182, drive around our cars and pretend that we never grew, sneak out of the house every night. We were young and confused, we never made curfew, there was too much to do. We could play Blink, Blink 182, chasing all our drinks with Red Bull and Mountain Dew. Hangover so bad we would sleep until the morning was through, yet start again 'cause we knew that there was nothing to lose.
That we can never go back to this. And as we grow, we'll look back and miss all it. 'Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find lives of our very own. But we can play Blank, Blank 182.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you are doing good. Welcome to Myles Dyer Live, where every Wednesday we hang out and talk about all sorts, from the fun to the serious. Might be fun things like pop culture, movies, games, and other times a bit more serious, mental health and well-being, life hacks, world events, and we sometimes mix it all together. But I hope you're all doing really, really well. Massive hello to everyone who is in the live chat right now. We got Clem Fandango. Hey, everyone, he says, using the Miles Penguin emoji, which you can unlock if you become a member today. Mojo, hello. Kira Cat Lady, Game Cat Behemoth. Karina, good to see you here, Karina. DJ Chamber, we got David BR, we've got, I almost started repeating some names. Hello to all of you. I hope you are doing good and having a wonderful week. I had a bit more time to prepare for this one, like another maybe 10, 20 minutes. Hello, Dalton, good to see you here. Lovely little kitten on your photo. But yeah, welcome to Myles Dyer Live. We will just get straight on with it with the housekeeping. So if you liked the music that was at the start of this, it was called Blink 182, and it was by, do you know what? It was by Half an Orange, which is such a great artist name. But if you like the music you hear, check out Myles Dyer Live on Spotify. You can just search Myles Dyer Live, or go to the QR code, or click the link in the description to this video. Also, we have a awesome Discord called Empathy Arcade. Again, link is in the description, or you can use a QR code. Who uses QR codes in this context? I don't know if they're actually helpful at all. I suppose you can screen grab it if you're watching this on your phone, and then you can click on it afterwards. But head on over there. Wonderful, wonderful community with wonderful, wonderful moderators, including our very own Karina. Karina, really appreciate you and all the amazing stuff that you're doing, keeping people in line, especially with the penguin, the angry penguin going around trying to enforce the law as it is. As I've mentioned already, you can become a member for as little as as little as the price of one coffee every month to unlock a loyalty badge, the globe next to your name. You also have custom live chat emojis. Everyone who's a member, use your favorite emoji right now. What's your favorite emoji? The penguin one is pretty boss, I have to say. Also, we have the merch store for Empathy Arcade. So head on over to questforempathy.com. I do need to start adding new items there. It's on the list. I have one of the new items here and I still haven't had a chance to add it, but I feel like I'll be editing it soon, so bear with me there. And actually, just to show you some of the stuff, I actually was drinking out of one of them today, although I chipped it there. But the Myles Dyer live mug, I actually don't think we've sold any of these because the penguin one is just so much better. But yeah, Myles Dyer live mug. I think it now has it on both sides as well. And then, of course, the Quest for Empathy shirt. Oh. It's so comfy. It's so comfy. It lasts the washes. Looks good. And I know a lot of you have got one already. Yeah, a lot of you are saying penguin is your favourite emoji. So there we go. There we go. I've got some dust on me. Sorry, just trying to wipe it off. But yeah, check it out. Good store. Maybe I should definitely add some stuff to it like this. I keep showing it every time. Need it. We need it. We need it. And then finally, I'm back in the game with Let's Plays. I did another Let's Play this week. What did I Let's Play 2 days ago? Oh, Skyclimb. Super cute, super fun. Had a good time of it. So many more games to play. Hopefully we'll get another one out the way. I say out the way. I enjoy doing it. But hopefully I can do another one tomorrow. And then maybe on Friday as well. Maybe at the weekend could get a couple done. I've got some serious catching up to do. But also, if you're watching live, in the background right now, there is a puzzle that you can do. Yeah, that's right. There is a puzzle that you can see right here. Click the link in the description. I say in the description. It's actually in the live chat pinned right now. bit.ly/MDL for Myles Dyer Live 156 puzzle. And basically here, you click on any square, you click on another, it swaps them round. This is quite a difficult one this week. It was there's 399 pieces left, but I see that you went with the good strategy of sorting out that live section first. So well done there, but give it your best shot. Edges are probably quite good to do as well with the black border that you get with it. But yeah, have fun with that, and we'll keep checking in throughout the show. How is everyone doing? Has everyone had a good week? Good week so far? It's definitely cooled down a bit the last couple of days. So being in this studio is going to be much more bearable. I have been as busy as always. It's currently 9:10 here in the UK, and I haven't had dinner yet, and I've got 2 cauliflower in my fridge. I'm not going to eat both of them. I'm not some kind of monster, but I've mentioned on previous shows, I'm just getting really into cauliflower rice. You can do so much with it, and it's super tasty, and that is going to be my treat. But the most wild thing happened. The most wild thing happened after last week's show. For anyone that tuned into PSVR without parole, you will know about this story because I told it because I was hosting it after doing Myles Dyer Live last week. But if you didn't know the story, I'll just tell it now because it is a really wild story on a topic of such mundanity. It's a bit of a contradiction in that sense, but just bear with me, right? Who remembers how last week's show ended? What was the big plan that I had? Because finished the show, I had to do Gamescast Live, and I was really hungry, and I was very excited, and so I was going to order Pizza Hut. And as I was looking at my order, I discovered I had enough points to have a free large pizza, and I thought, amazing! Free large pizza, this is amazing. This is such a good day. It's going to be great. He says, eat your pizza, eat your pizza. Well, this is what happened, people. I put the order through. Pizzagate. I put the order through, and you still have to put your payment details even if you're claiming a free one. So I did that, and as it started processing, it didn't go anywhere. and I didn't get a confirmation email. And there's that whole thing of like, when you're ordering stuff online, you shouldn't, double send or things like that, which, to be honest, if there was ever a time to double send, it's when you're claiming a free pizza, right? You want that to go through twice. Everyone's guessing. Okay. This story's not going to go how you expect. And as I said, it's quite a mundane story, but it is pretty wild. So it looked like it wasn't going through. And I thought, oh my goodness, it's like 10:05. I've got to be back at 10:45. So I need to go collect the pizza. So I got the deal, but I also need to, eat it and not get indigestion, because I'm eating late at night anyway, and then I need to get ready for this PSVR Without Parole show. So I went back into Pizza Hut, put the order through again, and went through the order. And then when I asked to add to the basket, and I'm someone who likes to be complicated, I like doing the half and half pizza because I can never decide. Mix it up. Why not? You've got a full pizza for yourself. Half and half. And every time I added it to the basket, it just like went back to choose the pizza again. I thought, this is so strange. Why is this happening? And so I went back even further to the beginning where you say, do you want to collect or do you want to deliver? And I was like, I want to collect. Put in your postcode, and it wouldn't come up with my local Pizza Hut. Now, they shut at 10:30, and I thought maybe they've just stopped taking orders. And so I was pretty sad. I was really excited for my pizza, and it clearly wasn't happening. So I went downstairs and I thought, what am I going to be able to cook quickly? And I just looked through my fridge and I found a few things that were mixed. So I had a vegan chicken Kiev. I know, technology, Myles. This is getting onto the topic for today. Technology. Apps we can't do without, except the Pizza Hut app, because it failed me. So I went downstairs. I air fried a vegan chicken Kiev, so a non-chicken Kiev, some quinoa, because obviously it's healthy, it's good. And then what did I have with it as well? There was something else I had with it. I can't remember what else it was. So I prepared it, and then I started eating it. And it tasted fine. It was pretty mundane, especially with the thought of the pizza I really, really wanted. I don't think Brian was happy about you eating food, just saying. I've never seen anyone eat on that show before. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this. No, I don't think Brian was happy about it either, but I joked about it beforehand. It was not good, but it had to be done, and it's not going to be a regular thing. So I'm eating my food, and then I start getting some phone calls from a number I don't recognise. And I'm like, who is this for? And then I had a flashback, okay? Earlier in the day, I had been on a dating app and I matched with someone, and they basically said, hey, call me. And they gave me their phone number. And I'm not just going to call someone out of the blue. So I text them and I hear nothing back. This sounds really random to the story, right? But I'm just telling you about this flashback. Oh, wow, go Myles. Oh, man, it's no big deal. So I text them and then I hear nothing. And I message the person and I'm like, I haven't heard back. And they're like, oh, that's strange. And then I get a text. And this is what the text is. Hey, Myles. Sorry, but I'm a dude. My ex put my number on a fake Tinder profile. Good luck with finding everything you're looking for in life, though. And I went, sorry to hear that. No worries at all. And thanks for letting me know. All the best. And he went, thanks. I appreciate it. And then I had a flashback. So a flashback in the flashback of I gave this person my number. And I thought, why have I given this person my number? What have I got myself into? Well, I know, revenge Tinder post. Oh my God. And yeah, very, very unexpected. So going out of the flashback within a flashback, I'm now at the dinner table, trying to eat some food I'm not enjoying. I've got to do it quick before the show. And then I got to... I'm getting all these phone calls and I'm just like, ignore it. It'll stop. It's this person. It'll stop. And then it started coming from a landline number and I was like, oh my goodness, please stop. And I probably got like 7 or 8 calls and then there was a voice note and I thought, oh, I was getting flashbacks to Baby Reindeer. And I thought, no, don't listen to the voice note. Don't do anything. Just don't connect with it. And I listened to the voice note. Not the landline. Da, da, da. Should be like that. Oh my God. Karina's got the popcorn out. I then listened to the voice note, and the voice note goes, hi, Mr. Dyer, your pizza is ready from Pizza Hut. Are you there? So I give him a call back. I've barely eaten any of my food. I give him a call back, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. It told me I didn't get any confirmation or anything. They're like, well, where are you? And I'm like, well, I'm 10 minutes away. They're like, well, the store's closed. I'm like, I will be there in 10 minutes. And so I put my food in the oven, which was cold because I've been using the air fryer. I should have probably put it in the air fryer. Hey, Chelsea, welcome. Hope you're doing good. Welcome. I drive to Pizza Hut. It was closed, and 2 people were at the front, and they were like, you're a regular customer. We thought something was up. And I was like, I am so sorry. Like, you should be going home. Sorry to keep you. Thank you so much. I even told him, I said, sorry, I just said randomly, I got a stalker, and that's why I wasn't picking up. They don't need to know that. It probably makes them feel more sus about me. So I then took the pizza home, at which point I text Brian from Without Parole. This is 10 minutes to the hour. Got 10 minutes to prepare. Get home at like 2 minutes to, and I'm like, well, I've got food that I've prepared. I left the pizza downstairs, and I sat at this desk with this food that was going cold that I wasn't really happy with. And yeah, I told this story at the start of Without Parole. So 11 o'clock at night, and I started eating my meal. So if you watch Without Parole from last week, you will see me at my desk eating food that I'm not enjoying. Made worse by the fact that downstairs I had this really nice pizza waiting for me. And someone actually, I think it was virtual. It was one of the game cats had messaged Virtual Resistance, I think, said I will donate $10 if Myles has a slice of pizza. So I asked Brian for permission, went downstairs, got my pizza, showed it on camera, and then they donated. So yeah, honestly, what a wild story, right? I'm really impressed that you still opted for the quinoa dinner over the pizza. I mean, it was just because I didn't want to waste food. And to be honest, I ate half of it and then got rid of it. And normally I get a large pizza because then I have it that night and then I have like another meal for the next day. It lasted me 3 meals because I had one slice, then had like the half the next day, and then I still had like just under a half for the rest of it. But there you go. Myles, your dating profile story made me think of a funny skit from Family Guy car commercial on YouTube. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look it up. I won't play it now for obvious reasons. So yeah, that was bizarre. And reminds me, again, technology, why certain apps. I'm glad you liked the story. It was absolutely wild. But as I said, it's a wild story of complete mundanity, right? Who wants another story, right? I got back from... I spent the day at my uncle and auntie's because it was my cousin's 50th birthday. And I don't get to see him often. So I went there on Saturday. And when I got home in the kitchen, and some of you might have seen me post this on social media, I love your stories. You should dedicate one stream a month for one random story of yours. I mean, obviously, the story I told about what happened to me 15 years ago is never going to be topped because it's so wild. But I have a lot of wild stories. So, yeah, maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to just think about some stories. I mean, there was the story of the time I was held at gunpoint. If I've not done that I think I've done that as a live show. I think there's a live stream. I think there's a live stream of when I was held at gunpoint. But these are the kind of things I could tell stories of to lead the way. But got home from my cousin's. And by the way, what I got my cousin for the 50th birthday, if you ever got a milestone, right? If you ever got a milestone for a birthday, a gift I recommend is, I don't know about everywhere else in the world. I'm sure you can. In the UK, you can order newspapers from the day that they were born. I'll show you this. birthday newspaper. This is why I ordered it from a historic newspaper. So what you do is you put in, so I could put in like 17th of February 1987. That's my birthday. Search it. And I'm a bit predictable now, because whenever there's milestones of any family members, this is what I buy them. But I like to be known as that. Like, I just think it's a really nice thing. And so I got him it was the Times newspaper, but from 50 years ago. And so you click it, you select it. So this will be, and then you can have it put in a box. This is the one I normally go for. It's a personalised certificate of authenticity. And it's a nice box it comes in, perfect for old newspapers. Because it's just really cool, like, seeing what were the stories like in terms of technology or governments or world events. It is really cool. So, you know, sometimes people are always wondering about you know, what should they get, and also they do versions where it comes with like wine and things like that, so you can mix it up. But yeah, I think it's a really, really, really good gift to get people for their birthday. So yeah, that's my suggestion. If you're ever stuck and it's a big milestone, if someone's turning 40, 50, 60, I highly recommend it. Anyway, the part of the story I wanted to talk about was I got home, and in the kitchen, I've had my windows open most nights because it has been so warm, and you're always worried about spiders getting in. By the way, if you don't like spiders, you need to look away now, because I hate spiders. And in the kitchen, this is your warning, by the way, because I'm putting it on screen now. I got into the kitchen, and this was what was in. Look at this. I mean, my cousin, when I showed it the next day, he was like, "Oh, well, that's just because you're zoomed in." I was like, "No, that was palm of the hand. It was palm of the hand. That was on the kitchen floor. I mean, look at those legs. I mean, just absolutely horrific." I was trying to think. I'll try and do it to actual size. Let's do actual size. It was, yeah, it was about that. It was about that size. Yeah, it was about that size. So it'd be like quite big, could stretch over your face. I love it. Fire. Yeah, all the tweets and that. Is it furry or is it blurry? It was a bit blurry. I couldn't get close enough. And I do have a humane spider trap, but that I wasn't taking any chances. I got a vacuum cleaner, and I didn't even think it was going to go up the tube. And it's amazing how light they are. So yeah, I felt really bad. I don't like killing spiders, but I just couldn't. I couldn't deal with it. Karina says Etsy has some creatively amazing ideas for birthday prezzies. Etsy's good, but you gotta be prepared, haven't you? You gotta get there in advance. But that's definitely a really good point. Good for crafts and stuff. All right. So Dyer discoveries for this week. It was the spider. The spider was my big discovery when I got back. So there we go. All right, people. Getting on to the main topic of today, we are talking about phone apps. And the reason I got inspired by this was I have, over the many years I've been doing YouTube, occasionally come round to talking about like apps that everyone should own and use. And some of the ones that I mentioned today are going to be things that I've spoken about on shows before, but I wanted this to be an opportunity for everyone to talk about it. Now, some of these apps might be apps that you use on your computer, but I kind of want to keep it to like phone apps. And so I just wanted to know, what apps do you have on your phone that you couldn't live without? And the more novel and probably unheard of by others, the better. So, yeah, I mean, I was throwing this up on Twitter earlier, and let's just have a look here at what people were saying. Let's have a look here. Oh my goodness, when I go to my Twitter feed, it just shows you my most popular posts. That's really interesting that Twitter does that. Interesting. All right, so I've got to Right, well, I'm having a look at what people are saying. So, what have we got here? We've got DHL. So DHL is delivery, right? A delivery. Is that so you can track your parcels? Team chat. Is that Microsoft Team chat, right? So is that for work, I'm guessing? The spider photo was blurry because Miles was shaking. I would have ran. Yeah, I don't want to run because if I came back and it disappeared, that wouldn't have been good. Messenger. I don't have Facebook Messenger on my phone just because I don't trust it. Grinder? Question mark. Dating apps. Very, very important. Schmool. Do you know, I've never used Schmool. So describe Schmool to me. Is it where it... I mean, I don't even know what it is. Karaoke, right? It's a karaoke app. Let's have a look here. I've actually never used it.
It's just me. I can see clearly when you're gone.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, it allows you to sort of do duets with people, right? And you can use studio quality audio effects to record your vocals. It does look like a lot of fun. Auto rap turns speech into rap. Auto rap makes rapping easy. If you can talk, you can rap. Oh, this is other apps they do. 14 million plus songs. Wow. Okay, interesting. I somehow got Tinkercad. Oh, well, you love your CAD stuff, so that comes as no surprise, Mason. Looper says right for the DHL stuff, yeah. Safari and the music app, that covers about everything. Yeah, I don't use the music. I use Spotify, but I think music apps is definitely a big component, right? Webtoons for me, as I'm a huge fan of Korean, Japanese, and English comics and web novels. I found it a few years ago, and I am armpit deep in so many great comics and webtoons. I've never heard of this. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's no. Here we go. So what is it? Is it just like it's a catalogue, right, of comics? This is cool. I love it. It's apps are so good for media, for like curating media in that, yeah? Nando's app. So food apps, very, very important. Dalton. Notes, I think, is one of the most important ones for me, for sure. Gmail. See, I don't have Gmail on here. Oh, I have it connected to my mail app, which I need to look into. I'm actually going to have a look through mine now. I don't want to like share screen my actual phone thing, but I'm just having a look at some of the ones that I use. Okay, I'm just going to actually screen grab some of these, and then, I mean, we could have done a quiz of like guess the apps. Social media, I have a radio app for listening to LBC radio on the go. I have a YouTube app. Well-being is pretty important for me. Let me show you my well-being apps. This will be a good one. And for travel, I have quite a few for travel. I have one that teaches you like the tube maps, you know, if you want to use the train and know how to get somewhere. I also have Airbnb in case I need to book somewhere last minute. And I also use Just Park. Just Park is a great app. So Just Park, I don't know if you must have it in other countries, but Just Park, I mean, it's a website as well. But it's an app where you put in a postcode of where you want to park, and it's where people have reservable spaces located, you know, at their homes and that. So they're usually safe areas. And it just allows, as they say, enjoy stress-free, cheaper parking. So my band was once playing in central London in Camden, and normally we'd be paying $40, $50 to park for the evening. And instead I paid, I think, about $20, and it was an underground car park with CCTV and stuff just round the corner from the venue. And it was amazing. It was amazing. Let's have a look here. Everyone's looking through their apps. This is it. The Weather Network. Super thunderstorm nerd. Oh, that's good to know. Strava. So Strava is for running, isn't it? Yeah. So, okay. So it's like an app for tracking when you go for runs and things like that. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. I remember I had a Nike running app, and it would post on your Facebook, and anytime people liked the status, it would cheer in your ear. I mean, it was a really cool idea, but obviously the novelty wore off pretty quickly. But I thought it was really, really good. Has anyone said Shazam? It's funny you say that, because Shazam, I was going to load it up on my phone, but I should just go to the website. Shazam is an app that I use. Does anyone else use this? I think this is brilliant. And it kind of makes me remember, like, what was it before the internet? So for those that don't know, is Shazam, if you are in a club or you're in a restaurant, you're anywhere. I've done it where I was waiting for my therapist and they had some really relaxing music. And I actually added it to my my playlist, and it was an amazing, amazing track. Sometimes you hear music, you're like, what is this? And like, especially if it's instrumental or you've missed the chorus, or you misheard the chorus. You know, even before the internet, you would just have to kind of wait for the radio to tell you. But Shazam, it's amazing how quick it is. But before Shazam, it might have been called Shazam when it was the phone, where you would phone a number and play the song, and sometimes it goes, sorry, you can't detect it. And it cost like $1 a attempt. It's like back in the days where you had to phone a number to get cheat codes for computer games, and you'd have to pay like $1 a minute. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for the heads up on Webtoons. Lots of stuff there. Let's have a look here. Audiobook app. Yeah, so one I use is I use something called, sorry, I haven't used it for a while, but Blinkist. Do you know about Blinkist? And there's a couple very similar to this. Get the key ideas from the top books, podcasts, and experts in 15 minutes with the Blinkist app. Now, they often do, I mean, they do a free trial, but they often do these things where you can get like a year's worth for like just $5. And the way it works is you can choose like what areas you're interested in. It's like motivation. And so what they'll do is they'll have all these like books, award-winning books, and then you listen to a 15-minute audiobook version of it. So it's bite-sized summaries. And they do have full pieces. But I used to get into a habit of every morning that I would go for a walk. I'd go for a 30-minute walk, and I would start the walk, just in silence. And then, maybe 10 minutes in, I would listen to one. And then when it ends, I would zone out again. And you can leave notes on them and things like that. But yeah, I think it's a really, really smart app. Let's have a look. Blinkist. So look, you got stuff like this. Save 64% on Blinkist. So if you are interested, go for it. Although it looks like an old blog post actually, so maybe it's out of date. So yeah, have a look, because they do have deals for Blinkist quite a lot. So yeah, Blinkist is a really, really good app. Obviously, you might argue that shouldn't you listen to the full books? I agree, listen to full books, but like also in between, if you're doing short journeys, you can make the most of it. I know the feeling. I have a lot of dating apps on mine, and I just go through a cycle of deleting them and then downloading them again and stuff like that. I'm wasting a lot of money on them, just upgrading them. Plane Finder. So I've heard about Plane Finder. I've not used it. Here we are. Trusted. So it is remarkable, isn't it? How many planes are in the sky? Look at this. Right. Oh my goodness. How? Unbelievable. So this is going to America, surely. It's going to Quebec from Paris. Okay. London to Boston. It is really fascinating. It is really fascinating. But yeah, it is really, really, really cool. I mean, I just can't believe it, how many planes there are. It is pretty remarkable. So yeah, Plane Finder, that's a really good app. Wallet is a good one for all you points cards. Yeah, if you have an iPhone, I assume Android has something like that where you can add your cards and things like that. Strava being used to race against friends. Yes, so it has some competition in that. There is a zombie app. Do you know Zombies Run? Does anyone know about this? This was genius. This was absolutely genius. So basically, I bet you it's so much better now as well. So you can walk, jog, or run anywhere in the world, and you hear your workout and music through your headphones. If you're chased by enemies, you have to speed up. So basically, you go out to do supply runs. So the further you run, the more supplies you collect. And every so often you would hear zombies, and then you have to run faster during that moment. So they have Asgard 5K training, expert design 8-week program. That is so cool. Maybe I have to do that. So you get your heart racing with optional enemy chases, escape to survive. You can walk, jog, or run at any speed. New workouts weekly. You'll never run out of motivation with hundreds of workouts. Unlock more story, collect supplies and emails as you run to tell the deeper stories, and pro mode, customize the duration, distance, and music for your workouts. And wow, they got loads of stuff here. But yeah, the zombie mode, you oh wow, some of this praise is amazing. 3 years, 9 months, and 2,700 kilometers since starting the Couch 25k. I've completed all the cannon runs in Zombies Run game. Really cannot recommend it enough if you're a nerd who wants to exercise more. Because in the app, you actually go back to your base and like you collect stuff, and then you build up your shelter after every run. But like gamification on stuff like this, I think is super smart. So Zombie Run. Having read this now, I'm like, I need to jump back into this. A spider and bug identifier app. That would be cool. So antenna for podcast. I've never heard of this. Completely misspelt it. Is it Antenna Pod? Yeah. So is it just like a database? Yeah. So it's like oh no, this is it. The open podcast player. Completely open. The app is open source and you can subscribe to any RSS feed. Okay, that's really smart. Good podcast app there. That's really good. The Moonpig app is good. It saves you having to log in all the time on the web. I guess a lot of apps are good for that. Greg's app, lots of food apps and stuff like that. I cannot live without the Cube Station app. I don't know what this is. Cube Station is an app focused on Cube online teaching, fighting, and training. Wow, what is this? So is this like it's to help you learn with Rubik's cubes? I would love to learn how to solve a Rubik's cube. It's so alien to me. Fitbit app is great for tracking exercise, so lots of that. I love it. Anyone screaming Discord's praises? Yeah, the Discord app is really good. More people talking about Shazam. Salvador responding to the Blinkist. getting gist of a few books back to back sounds amazing. Yeah, because also it's like if you read something and you get the 15 minutes and you're like, wow, this is really great, and you want to read the full book, then you can read the full book. Do you know what I mean? Like, it means you're not gambling, and it means there's an opportunity there to dive deeper if you want to. Yeah, there's probably one for boats as well. Yeah. Air traffic controller here. I'm off duty, so let's not talk about planes. That makes a lot of sense. Just going through, catching up with this. My banking app is boring but super important. Notifies me instantly every time I make a transaction. Spotted fraud once very quickly, and thanks to that, resolved very promptly. Yeah, I use Monzo. Monzo is my favourite app. I wish my old bank modernised, because you can create pots of money. And it completely revolutionised how good I was at managing my money, because I would always just have like one account and I'm like, how much do I need for everything? Whereas Monzo, you can create one for like your freelance work, create a pot for like collecting for taxes if you're freelance like me, have one for house bills, and you can create virtual cards for each of them. So like all my house bills come out of one pot, and it's really, really, really good. So highly recommend it. I would love to have an app that identifies bird sounds. I would call it Birdsong. That's a great app name. Let's have a look. Just scrolling down. Lots of that. Stellarium. I've still got a few to go through. Oh, it's the astronomy one. Excellent. Okay. Super, super cool. And Night Sky is another one. Yep. Yeah, you have a virtual representation of the night sky. That's awesome. Right. A couple of apps I would recommend. Let me just bring these up. Some of these will come as no surprise, because I've talked about them before. Firstly, 2 apps I use a lot. Shazam I had already, as you mentioned, but also ChatGPT. I have ChatGPT, and I spoke about this story before, but it's excellent. I opened up my fridge. Well, the story I told before was when I was in Romania, I was looking for English breakfast tea, and so I took a photo of the entire shelf of hot drinks, and it said, "That's what you want, that one there." I also took a picture of a building, wondering what it was, and it told me all about it. So that was really, really clever, just taking a photo of it. I had a device fall out of my fridge. It was like and I don't know where it goes. So I took a photo of it, said, "What is this?" And it told me what it was. So ChatGPT, excellent, excellent app. And Shazam is obviously very, very good as well. And what's cool about Shazam is they have their own charts of like the most Shazam songs, which I think is quite interesting. Some other apps I have, and these will sometimes be tied to the Apple Watch. So fitness is Apple Watch related. For those that don't know, you have 3 rings. So the outer ring, red, is for like exercise or activity. So that's the amount of calories that you're burning a day actively that you're trying to do. The green is a number of minutes of exercise you're doing a day. So I think by default it's 30 minutes. And then the blue is stand up. And so that is making sure that you stand up for a couple of minutes every hour for at least 12 different hours, which is good. Water reminder I have, and basically it means, I don't know if I can show you this. It's an app that, and actually I could bring it up on my phone as well because I have it on here. Every time I drink water, I note it down, and it just means that you're keeping track. I've actually not been doing this today as much as I should do, but you can pay for it to like have extra drinks and that on it, because obviously it comes with nutrition. But do you know what I hate is to upgrade. It's $24.99 a year. If it was £25 flat out, I would probably buy it because I use it a lot. But the idea that you're paying a yearly thing to track water, I think is a shame. But it is good. It's good just to have that bleep every so often. Blinkist I've already spoken about. That's for the books. Health is just the app with your phone. Motivation, do you know, it annoys me more than it inspires me. But it pops up on your phone. Oh my God, they want £20 a year to use it. But every day it just gives you quotes. And a lot of the quotes are absolute rubbish. And I thought about doing a live show on here about terrible ones. But Sleep Cycle is the app that I've probably used the most. I've used it every day for, let's see how many years I've used it for. Let's have a look here. I've used it since 2016. That is all my sleep since January 2016. 8 years. 8 years I've used it. And it is amazing. Let me pull up on here. Sleep Cycle. I've done an episode talking about this before. You can use this for free. I pay for it just so I have all the data backed up. There are 3 reasons I absolutely love this app. Okay? And again, I've spoken about this on shows before, so forgive. Actually, I think even people that have heard me talk about it before won't mind me speaking about it again. Here are 3 reasons I absolutely love this app. Firstly, it's the best alarm clock I've ever used. When you have an alarm clock, a traditional alarm clock, if I need to wake up at 8 in the morning, you set your alarm for 8 a.m. And what happens? At 8 a.m. it goes off, wakes you up, it's time to get up. And it's horrible because you might be in deep sleep when it's waking you up. Sleep Cycle, when you set it for sleep, you put the time in and it will say, wake me up between 8 and 8:30. So I say 8:30 is what I'm setting it for, and it says it's going to wake you up between 8 and 8:30. And the reason why is, and this is the second reason, is as you are sleeping, it monitors when you're in deep sleep, when you're not moving a lot, and when you're in light sleep and you're moving around a bit more. It works out what your sleep cycle is. And so when it gets to that 30 minutes leading up to when you need to be awake, it wakes you up when you're in the lightest part of sleep. And it doesn't just do an alarm. It starts quiet and it slowly builds up. And you can have it synced up with a smart light so the light brightens up in the room at the same time as well. And yeah, it has been absolutely amazing. When you wake up, it's just so smooth. And like sometimes when I don't have it working and I use a regular app, can't think of anything worse. So yeah, Sleep Cycle is amazing for that. The other 2 reasons I love it, actually, is I think I said I was going to do 3, but I'm just going to give 4 in this case. Another one is when you go to sleep, you can set music that you want to go to sleep with. They have some spoken word pieces. I use the sound of rain hitting the roof of the car. I find that very comforting. You can have all the sort of the white and brown noise stuff that you can use, and you can have it set for 30 minutes. So that's great for getting to sleep. But the final piece that I love about it more than anything is when you go to sleep, you can actually add notes. So when I go to sleep, I just tick down the list. Did I drink caffeine after 3 p.m. today? Am I feeling anxious? Am I depressed? Did I have a stressful day? Did I sleep in? Did I do some exercise? Did I go for a long walk? You can add all these things. And then it starts plotting a list of like certain behaviors you have and what the impact is on it. So for here, this is showing me, let me put it up here, what improves my sleep quality. So look, this is over like many, many years. When I donate blood, which I've only done once on this app, it says donating blood has a 12% increase in my sleep. Flotation tank, 6%. When I'm depressed, I sleep better. Groove pillow is a pillow I have that you put between your legs to have better posture. I have supplements if I've had a good day. Watching a screen before bed says 0%. I do that a lot, actually, so I need to try and do more days. Whereas decreased sleep quality, if I have a shower just before bed, it has a big knock-on effect of 3%. If I've had a stressful day, so yeah, it's interesting. And so it can really inform you with your sleep. So yeah, Sleep Cycle, people. Sleep Cycle is free to use, but you can also buy it. And how much do you... So I pay £30 a year for it, and it's just because I get to back up all the data. Oh, Sleep Notes, okay, is a part of the paid. Has snore detection and statistics. It comes with a sleep aid. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff there that you do have to pay for. But I absolutely love it. So, yeah, that's my top recommendation for all of you for that. And yes, it's very, very comforting. You have about 5 alarms set. Mojo, give this a go. You won't need 5 alarms set again. The shower is more detrimental to your sleep than being drunk. Yeah. And maybe it's because I'm having a hot shower before bed, so it's like it does something to your blood pressure. Maybe I should have like a cooler shower before I do that. Or, just... That's like when I'm having a shower literally before bed. Like, have a shower and then go straight to bed. Maybe I'm better off maybe having a shower a bit earlier or something like that. So I love sleep, Charlie says. Delta Charlie, I love sleep, trying to get more into the science behind sleep. So yeah, there we go. But all your dreams will be about cycling. That is the catch. Do you know what? It reminds me of you saying that. Do you remember Dexter's Laboratory? Dexter's Laboratory. The Big Cheese. Is it the Big Cheese? Yeah, this is it. This is so random. During the evening, Dexter goes into his lab to work on breaking the DNA code. Before bedtime, computer reminds Dexter that he hasn't studied for his French test. To mitigate this, Dexter orders a computer to bring him the subconscious discographic hypnotator, which he attaches to his head the moment he leaves the lab. Lastly, Dexter finds an old French record and places it inside the player. He then goes to sleep listening to French lessons, but the record skips the line omelette du fromage repeatedly. The next morning, Dexter goes to the kitchen to eat breakfast and is greeted by Dee, taunting him. When Dexter shouts omelette du fromage at her, Dee takes note that it is the only thing he says and starts teasing him. Later at school, Dexter is in his French class taking his exam. Before it begins, his French teacher explains to the class that the curriculum has been reduced to a single question. Dexter answers it and passes the exam. Later in the math class, Dexter answers omelette du fromage to his teacher's question. His teacher realises the answer and writes it down, leaving Dexter confused. But basically, at the end of the episode, over time, Dexter's only phrase makes him a brief celebrity, but his moment of happiness is cut short when Dexter is unable to enter the lab due to it being password protected and subsequently entering a meltdown process because he just keeps saying omelette du fromage. Anyway, what a tangent that was. But yeah, I've always remembered that one. Everyone's always saying it. Omelette du fromage, omelette du fromage. Discographic, thank you. I'm having one of those days. Right, I am going to quickly just go on my Twitter because a lot of people were submitting apps they liked on it, and I would like to make sure we include some of these. Let's have a look here. And then we should get on with some vitamin G. Miles, vitamin G, because you didn't do it last week. We didn't do it last week because it was the last Wednesday of the month, and we don't do it on the last Wednesday of the month. We always just throw everything out. I mean, you're always welcome to. Right, so what have people said? Got quite a lot here. Can I bring it up? Oh, you have to be logged in. You have to be logged in to show it on screen. That is annoying. Bring. So John Hibbins says bring. Never heard of this one. Has anyone heard of Bring before? Let's have a look here. And by the way, you're doing very, very well with this. You've still got 272. It's a tough challenge. Let's have a look here. The simplest shopping list for sharing. Maybe I need this because I always just put it in my notes. Why Bring? Why Bring? Why? Bring simplifies your daily visit at the supermarket, your companion from planning to purchase. Your lists as you need them in any situation. Oh, I guess if you're doing a recipe, the best recipes for more variety in your plates. For easy menu planning, the Bring app collects daily new recipes for the most popular recipes. That's kind of cool. It saves your loyalty cards. The shopping list for all devices. Make it yours. Bring as a blog. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That's really, really good. So, yeah, thank you, John. That was a good suggestion there. Paradise Decay says, Candy Toilet Crush. Does that just mean it's a good toilet game? Or is there actually a Candy Toilet Crush? No, it just means it. Toilet games are always very important. I play a lot of Marvel Snap. And actually, I should probably say this. If any of you have Marvel Snap, get involved because... let me put this on screen, actually. If anyone plays the game Marvel Snap, if anyone likes games, give Marvel Snap a go. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, but it's a really good card game that is really short. Like the matches can be anything from like a minute to 2. And I've created a clan. They've added allegiances on there. Yeah. I used to play Marvel Snap when I was an actual child. Wow. Brutal. But yeah, if you have it, just put in Snaptastic 4, ST4, Snaptastic 4, because this game is awesome. Looper says, I stopped playing about a year ago when they nerfed Galactus. They did nerf it. I still use Galactus even though they nerfed it. But yeah, we've got about 7 people in there now. But yeah, if anyone's got Marvel Snap, get involved. They have challenges now that we can work on together, and it's a really, really cool addition to Marvel Snap. Going back to recommendations, Maps Banking WhatsApp YouTube podcast, the iOS reminders app called Alarmed. I'm always trying to find the actual website app, but so it's just a reminders app. I don't know why you wouldn't use. I guess you can use the app stuff. FOT mob for football scores. Oh yeah, so ones for keeping up with scores and stuff like that. That can be really, really good. Someone quite rightly said, this was my favourite one from GameCat Stang, who said, I've never been more happy at my inability to answer something when I was asking, what's a phone app you can't live without? Spring is a super challenging, addictive one-finger game. Let's have a look here. I'm trying to find the website. I can't find a website for it, but that's good. All right. Well, we're at the top of the hour, everyone. I am just starving. I can't wait. I'm going to be cooking cauliflower rice next. I'm super, super excited. But listen, everyone, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in. Also, link any apps that you can recommend in the comments section afterwards. Let's make this an awesome database. And if you see anyone commenting afterwards with an app that you use, give it the thumbs up so that we have the most popular ones near the top. But for me, give Sleep Cycle a go and let me know how things are going. Okay? But before we wrap things up, as we always do at the end of the show, unless it's the last Wednesday of the month, is Vitamin G. Hooray! Vitamin G. We always like to end the show thinking about things that we are grateful for in life. So what is Vitamin G? It stands for Vitamin Gratitude. And it's the idea that every day just take a moment to think about someone, something, anything that you are grateful for. You can keep it to yourself, but I obviously invite everyone in the chat to open up and let us know who and what you're grateful for, because just thinking about things like this can do you a lot of good. So while I open it up to the chat about what you are grateful for, I will kick things off and say I am grateful for Karina in the chat, because Karina, as I mentioned at the top of the show, has been a wonderful supporter and an excellent mod in our Discord, which you must join if you aren't already. Please. Has been great. And without going into specifics, I mean, it's pretty obvious because it's out in the open. Sometimes, people get criticised or targeted, and it's not a nice thing. It can be a thankless task being a part of a community. But I saw there was a lot of love going Karina's way, and I just want to put it out there that there is much love and respect for you, Karina. Keep on doing what you're doing because you're awesome. And thank you. So I am grateful for Karina this week. I'm going to just clap that. Let's go through your Vitamin Gs. Oh, wow. Give it up for Mojo for the 24-month Earth icon. Let's have a look at this. What is the 24? Oh, wow, it's the teal. It's the teal planet Earth. Wow, has it been 24 months? That is incredible. Much love to you, Mojo. You've been very good, and not only been a member yourself, but I know you've given a lot of memberships to other people in the chat as well. So thank you to that. VitG should be an app. Make it an app, Myles. Yeah, what could the app be like every day? Vitamin G would be an app where every day it asks you to write something you're grateful for. Do you know what? That would be a great merch store idea, is a Vitamin G calendar where every day you just write on the calendar something you're grateful for. I think that would be really, really good. But yeah, that's a nice idea. Chris says, I am thankful for ASMR. That's good to know. Karina says, my Vitamin G had an unexpected call from a friend which cheered me up. Hands. I wish it had the emojis in there. But that's good. I'm very glad. They must have been an awesome person. Kira Cat Lady said, Vitamin G, I made a bingo for my favourite audio drama podcast and had help from an awesome person who helped with content and Discord shenanigans to make the post look good. Creator liked it. That's awesome. That's really, really good. You made a bingo for a favourite audio drama podcast, as in like when they say stuff on the podcast, or it was actually something they did on the podcast? I'd love to know. Mojo says, my Vitamin G this week is just for everything I have in my life and forever thankful for it and everyone in it too. Do you have an extra special Vitamin G during Thanksgiving? I mean, we don't do Thanksgiving here, but maybe we should do a Vitamin G thing. I feel like Vitamin G, we could have this on something. I don't know, because at the moment it's just on the buttons. And no worries, Karina. Thank you to you as well. Karina says, and thank you to everyone who supported me. Really matters to me a lot. This is it. Solidarity and lots of love from Clem Fandango. VR Central. Hey, Wise. Quick, do an impression of a British person. VR Central, I have the pleasure of working with at Impact Reality XR. Super, super awesome guy. Does lots of great content on his own channel. Definitely check him out if you haven't had the chance to already. Always a pleasure to work with and always good to see you here, dude. So thank you, Wise. That was my impression of a British person. Being polite and all about companionship and all that sort of stuff. Chrome Colossus says, Vitamin G, grateful I'm able to drink clean H2O from the tap and even take a longer shower at will. because your water cut out. For how long? Chelsea says, thanks, Myles. Great to see you and listen to your thoughts again and to connect with everyone. This is a lovely community that I am thankful for. And I'm grateful for all of you. And I know that not everyone here is, able to like type in the live chat. A lot of you watch on replay. I love this community, and it's been a tough couple of months for me. I've not been bringing my full energy, although last week that started changing, and I feel really good today as well. I have so much stuff I want to do with this show, but just at the moment it's been pretty difficult. And I do have meetings until 15 minutes before the show, which makes it, a tough turnaround. But I'm getting into a rhythm with stuff, and I just want to say thank you, everyone, for your patience, and also on the Discord. I'm trying my best to be more active in there, but I'm doing my best. So thank you. Mojo says, wow, already I didn't notice till Kira pointed it out. Yeah, let me have a look here, actually, because I've got it on my... is it my show assets? What is it under? Is it icons? No, it's not. Projects. So I'm just going all through my... Oh, here, Myles Dyer Live. Where is it? It is under YouTube. Here we go. YouTube memberships, emotes. I think it is the top one you've got. Oh, it's not emotes, is it? It's badges. Is this honestly? This is the top one. Oh, no, I did it the wrong way. Oh, you got the teal globe. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember what it starts with. Doesn't it start with this? No, it doesn't. I don't know what it starts with. I need to go through and look at the settings. But anyway, Mojo, thank you for being such a long supporter. Huge congrats. Huge congrats. Smash Fuller with the 10 Australian dollars. Thank you very much. Shiba Dog squeezing a big red heart. Oh, that's what the image was. Absolutely cute. I was like, what is that? What is a Shiba Dog? But there we go. Oh, super cute. Let me see if I can bring it on here. Look. This is the only way I'm able to show it. Quick screenshot. Super cute. Look at that. So, yeah, thank you, Smash Fuller, for the 10 Australian dollars. Greatly appreciated. Means a lot. Alex says, I'm grateful for the Zelda Dungeons site, as without them, I'd be stuck on Zelda Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time was the last Zelda game I played. I haven't got a Nintendo Switch. Would love to jump in, but Ocarina of Time makes me feel so nostalgic. VR Central. My vitamin G is getting to work with you, broski. Honestly, man. Wise is an absolute machine when it comes to making content. We've got content coming out of our ears, and I'm just always blown away of how much he's able to produce. It's unbelievable. South Park. Hello, I am a British person. Chelsea says, yesterday I am thankful that my cat brought a cardinal into my house and set it free. So it was flying around and being all angelic. I guided it out gently and it flew like Superman into my tree. Kira was saying the bingo is for the newest episode that dropped today. It's an audio drama, like an audio play, and fields are things like person says X or puns, person has anxiety. It's linked in Discord. Check out the Discord, people. Check out the Discord. Great. All right, people, I need to go and cook some food because it's 10:10 here and I've got to get back on with work. So I'm going to treat myself to some cauliflower rice because I love it. I can't wait to cook it. Although, do I have any? I do have some red onion. I do. Whew. I was panicking then. And then I'm going to cook it with some other things as well. And then I'm going to crack on. But I love you all, people. Really appreciate it. And if you ever have... any topics you want us to discuss on a future show, just let us know. But as always, really appreciate it, people. Love, respect, empathy, and adios. Till next time. Quest for empathy for a shirt. Go get a shirt or get the mug. Get the mug. And let me know your final thoughts. It's over to you, people. Catch you next time.
was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
Thanks, everyone. Just want to say massive love to Callie, who just mentioned losing their job. That is never an easy thing to go through. I went through it at the start of the year, and it's so sudden, and it can leave you with all sorts of feelings. So I just want to say massive love, Callie. And always easier said than done, but just keep your head up. Be proactive with stuff like LinkedIn. LinkedIn can be really, really good. It sounds cliche. Cliche things are usually because they're true. But I just say keep your head high, because if other opportunities come your way, you will notice them. If you're looking down at your feet, sad, which is obviously a natural thing for us all to do, then you might miss them. So please be good to yourself. And I spoke a bit more about this on my latest Instagram post, if you want to check that out as well. But I just wanted, having seen that on the end bit, just to send lots and lots of love. And yeah, there's a lot of love coming to you in the chat. This community is wonderful for that. In terms of my dealings with cauliflower now, if you are on Instagram, follow me on Myles Dyer Official. Do you know what? I might go live on Instagram now, because I'm going to be quite bored as I'm cooking. So if anyone wants to see me make cauliflower rice, head on over to Instagram. I'll go live and I'll see you there in about 5 minutes. Does that sound all right? Okie dokie. All right. Well, I'll be going now. Bye-bye.